third time our contenders meet our gladiators, but it's by no means the end of the road, because the winners of tonight's show will go on to meet Buster Reeves and Sarah Dam in our grand final.
The grand final is getting closer and closer. What's at stake? A fantastic holiday in South Africa's Sun City, plus £1,000. And for the winner, also £1,000 spending money, but also one of these fantastic four-wheel drive, off-the-road family vehicles. Whoa.
Well, you can understand why the boys and girls want to play. So let's meet tonight's Southern finalists. They are Celia Duffield
and Andrea Warren.
Shout out to CJ in the audience. You have brought your clan with you once again then.
I certainly have, yeah. There's been a busload come down from Worthy Down and Basingstoke.
Oh, terrific. Well, they'll certainly be egging you on. How are you feeling? Getting a bit nervous now?
A little bit, but I'll just take it one stage at a time.
I mean, you've faced the Gladiators twice before already, so have you sort of started to rethink things or try new tactics or anything like that?
You get to know which ones are good on certain games, but usually you don't get the same Gladiator twice, so no, you can't really change your tactics.
How do you fancy your chances?
I'll take it a stage at a time, and we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we'll give you a good show.
Well, we hope so too. Let's hear it for CJ!
Okay, Andrea, you're back again. Are you as nervous as you were in the first show?
Yeah, I'm still nervous, but it's not quite as bad as the first show.
And how do you think you're going to get on? Is it better for you knowing what is coming ahead of you with the events?
Yeah, I think so a little bit, but now we know more what the Gladiators are able to do. That's a bit more nerve-wracking.
I've got to ask you, are you more worried about the Gladiators or are you more worried about the actual events?
The Gladiators.
Well, we'll see how you get on. Off you go, get yourself ready for the first event. Andrea Warren!
Let's meet the guys tonight. They are Mark Mottram
and Freddie McGovern.
Mark, how are you feeling? Nervous or calm?
I've calmed down now. I'm sort of getting in with the flow, so...
Yeah, as soon as you can get on with things, I'm sure you feel a little bit better. Now, what have you been up to since we saw you last? Have you changed your training or changed your tactics, your ideas, your theories?
No, not too much. Just resting, really, because you need to recoup as much as you can after going against the Gladiators. It's quite hard work, so...
Did you sleep well last night?
I did, actually, yeah. It makes a change, but there's a lot of tossing and turning before, but...
I bet there was. Now, listen, you're our stunt man, so have you got any tricks up your sleeves for tonight?
Well, I'll try and find a space to fit a few bits in, but we'll see.
Well, we'll look forward to that. Let's hear it for Mark Mottram. Best of luck.
OK, Freddie, I must say, you're looking hot, you're sweating, you're warmed up. Is that what's going on backstage?
Yeah, definitely. Just keeping nice and warm, John. Loads of stretching, limbering up for the next round. I mean, the other couple of rounds were pretty hard, but now I know it's getting really serious because the Gladiators are definitely up for it.
And you're really going to do it. You know what's at stake?
Oh, yes, John. Lots at stake now. It's, everybody's, like, really kind of, like, up for it. You know, the other contenders are, like, willingness on, and the crowd as well.
Well, we'll see how you get on. Off you go, Freddie McGovern!
Well, the girls are now ready for their first event, so let the games begin.
And using the blue balls is Andrea! And on the red, Celia! And guarding those 5 baskets are our Gladiators, Panther, Vogue, and Laser! Over to John Anderson.
Contenders, ready!
Never before.
And before we get underway, contender Celia divulged some of the more technical aspects of Gladiator apparel.
One of the amusing things that happened to me in the show is the outfits that we wear. You can either wear the running knickers or the longer shorts. I chose to wear the running knickers. So to keep them stuck down, we used the bikini stick. However, I had a bit of a problem on the last show actually trying to get my knickers off at the end of the show. Mind you, I wasn't short of volunteers to help me.
Yes, well, they are a jolly friendly lot on Gladiators. I've found them most helpful. The Southern final gets underway and Celia leaves Panther and Laser floundering off the mark with 2 easy points. Andrea back to load up. Scored just 2 in her previous Powerball. Panther prevents an improvement on that record. Picks herself up to start all over again. Oh, fancy footwork from Celia. Voguish tackle and roguish basket by Celia. It won't count because she's been grounded. Celia back again. Marked by Laser. Laser makes light work of the tackle. And Andrea suffers a crushing defeat against Panther and Vogue. Celia with another ball to baskets. Panther's easily up to it, and up to it is probably right. The ref blown up. What's he got to say for himself?
Panther, high tackles are not permitted. Don't do it.
Hello, there's a first. Panther, of all gladiators, rebuked by the ref. Let's see it again. Celia goes wide. And yes, I suppose Panther's arm round Celia's throat could be construed as being a bit on the high side. Although I think Vinnie Jones might argue.
There are 22 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1.
The Army girl trying to regain her rhythm. Panther goes low. Vogue there to court-martial her. Recovers to reload. Laser covering the return trip, limbos her to the deck, and Andrea with a desperate lob, the time running down, and it looks like the Gladiators have contained these contenders. Panther there again, low tackle, but that slap on the wrist means no milk for her tonight. Fash is with Celia.
Celia, well done. I hope you're not hurt there.
No, I'm not hurt at all. I didn't even realise. It's so fast, you don't know what's really happening.
But it was nice in a way because it gave you all a little bit of a breather, didn't it?
It did a bit, but it stops you, you know, you lose your stride, really, so it's not a good thing.
OK. How did you find that, Andrea?
Very, very hard.
As tough as before?
Tougher, actually. They're coming at us a lot harder now.
Well, there's a lot at stake, as you know. Andrea, no points. Celia, 2 points. Well done, Celia. Let's hear it for our girls.
Let's hear it indeed. After one event in this Southern final, it's 2-0 to Celia.
And on the blue balls is Freddie. And using the raid, it's Mark. And guarding those 5 baskets are our biggest, meanest gladiators, the mighty Warrior, Hunter, and Ace.
Trouble in triplicate.
Over to John Anderson.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
So a minute of mayhem. Here we go. Mark bobbing and weaving. And Freddie roaring and scoring. 3 points. Mark thrown down. Freddie picks up. That stung the Gladiators into action. Freddie fails on his second run as Mark goes to reload. Mark against Ace, dispossessed. Warrior against Freddie. This man's like a gazelle. Hunter can't contain him. Warrior denies him at last as Mark slams home 2 very fast. Back into action. The Ace folds. Mark free for 3. Mark's working hard and fast. Not bad for a plumber. Hunter brings him down to earth. Freddie against Ace. Again, the Ace out of it, and Freddie claims 2 more. Mark again. Spun round and out by Hunter. Oh, and Freddie comes a cropper at Warrior's hand. Mark again. Offers Ace the ball. Oh, but Hunter grinds him down. Hello, the ref's got whistleitis today. What's this about? I hope it's because Freddie needs attention.
If I see you do that again and behave with such ungentlemanly conduct, pushing the ball into a Gladiator's face to taunt him, you'll be right out the door. Now, is that clear?
John Anderson has definitely woken up this morning with the ump. Mark offers the ball to Ace, but Ace has no idea what's going on anyway. Phil Norman with Mark. The ref seems to have completely missed Freddie's nose injury.
There are 8 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1.
Mark again. Answers his critics in emphatic style. Freddie floored again by Hunter. Mark again. But it'll be time, not the Glads, that will beat him. There's the ref's hooter, but I'm more concerned about Freddie's. His girlfriend, Amanda, leads the applause.
Freddie, firstly, are you all right?
Sound as a pound. Let's go again.
What happened, Freddie? You got a knock on the nose there?
A bit of a high tackle, swinging arm. I'm sure it wasn't malicious by Warrior, but that's the name of the game.
Yep, you're right.
Contact sport, and you've got to be ready to be up for it, so it's just one of those things.
Mark, What happened there?
Not a bit.
Well, Don Anderson stopped you there. He said that you pushed the ball in one of the Gladiators' face. Did you do it intentionally, or was it just an accidental thing?
Well, I didn't put it in his face. It was a ploy. It didn't go in his face. It was like there and it came away. Put him off and it worked. But obviously John thought I hit his face. But I think you'll probably find if you ask the Gladiator, I didn't put it in his face.
Well done, guys.
After that blood and thunder opening, Mark scored 7, Freddie 5.
Event number 2. Getting ready to climb the wall, it's CJ. She's going to be chased by Falcon. Also standing at the foot of the wall, it's Andrea. She's going to be pursued by Vogue.
7 seconds, not long.
Here's what Andrea had to say about this 36-foot colossus.
The game I'm mainly worried about tonight is going to be the wall, as I know Celia's had it in her last 2 games, and I haven't had it in my shows at all yet, so gonna need, we've only got a 7-second start now, so I'm gonna have to really fly to stay in contention for that one.
3, 2, 1.
The ref blows the whistle to get the wall climb up and running. Celia in pink, Andrea in yellow. Celia scored 10 in her last climb, but Andrea scaling very smoothly. It's Falcon on Celia and Vogue after Andrea. And Vogue, by the way, has never caught a contender on the wall. John and Trish, Andrea's mum and dad, don't like the way Vogue's closing in. Celia with a clear lead and Andrea's in trouble. Vogue almost there, but Celia most definitely is. 10 points for the victory. Her votes are up. That gentleman nearly loses his watch. Andrea's losing her grip, and there she goes. A first ever wall win for Vogue. Vogue gets a grip of the gusset on Andrea's harness, and once the gusset goes, you know, so does everything else.
Congratulations, Celia. Here you are again. Looks familiar, this does.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with that one, John.
It must have been a quick time as well. You were looking pretty good.
Yeah, I was a bit shaky last time on the bottom, and I think I've just cracked that.
Well, you'll need those points. 10 points. Well done.
A proud mum, and rightly so. She's a great girl. After 2 events, Celia scores 12, Andrea stays on 0.
So now we move into the men's event with Mark. And look who's behind him. It's the big bad wolf. Also getting ready to climb the wall, it's Freddie. He's going to be chased by Cobra.
Before that, though, here's what Freddie had to say about the concrete cliff face.
One of the games I haven't had before is probably the wall. I've done it in training, but I haven't actually done it, at full speed. And plus, I've only got a 7-second lead, so it should be faster and furious. The first one gets to the top, gets the points in the bag, so that should be really good to watch.
Nice hit, Freddie.
3, 2, 1.
The guys are on the up. Sneaky snake-type encouragement from Cobra. Freddie in blue, Mark in red. Here come the Glads. This will be the 3rd time Wolves chased Mark up the wall, and a case of 3rd time lucky because Mark's won every encounter so far. But both contenders doing well. Oh, Freddie slips. Their hearts are in their mouths. And Freddie's still in trouble. Mark is up and scores 10. Mark's brothers euphoric about the hat-trick over Wolf. Can Freddie grab the fight before the snake grabs him? Cobra's got him. Oh, Freddie breaks free. He's safe. Leg up, leg over for 2nd place.
Well done, Mark. Congratulations. That was a quick time as well.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit sharp with that with Wolf behind me. That's the 3rd time now.
Couldn't see from up here. How close to you was he?
About another body's length.
Well done. Well, you qualified. You got up here first, and you got yourself your 10 points. Well done, Mark. Freddie, saw you have a little bit of a slip there. What happened?
I think they've changed the walls around, definitely, because the hooks are very far and few between, so just made it a little bit harder, but I think it's because of my short legs, but I managed to get to the top anyway.
And you got yourself your 5 points. Well done, Freddie. And let's hear from Mark. Well done, guys.
After 2 events in the Southern Area final, Mark's on 17 with Freddie on 10.
So 2 down and 3 to go, plus the Eliminator, before we find out who will be our Southern champions. So join us after the break for more action here on Gladiators. to part 2 of our Southern Final. Things are really hotting up as we head for event number 3. First up on the pendulum, it's Celia. And she's going to be facing Rebel. Over to John Anderson.
Set the pendulum.
Do join in if you know the words, or clap along.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's great fun. Celia can add 10 points to her score as long as she stays out of reach of the Rebel for the full minute. In her semi-final pendulum, also against Rebel, Celia stayed on for 40 seconds and scored 5. But the Rebel's coming over the hill with grim determination. Celia crabbing left, but Rebel with giant strides. And I don't mean big trousers. Celia heading for the south. Rebel responds. That pink flag firmly in her sights and in her hands. Zeroes in to ensure 0 points. Rebel's speed on the sphere is spectacular. Anticipates where Celia might be, moves in and flags her down in an instant. Come here, give me that. Celia dismounts.
Oh, Celia. It was over before it began.
She was there so quickly. I couldn't believe it.
Not very exciting for you.
No, not really. I quite like that as well.
And I'm sure the biggest thrill you got was, in fact, when Rebel fell down on the safety net and you jumped a couple of feet up in the air. I mean, you were there pretty head-on.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what her tactics would be, whether or not she'd go underneath. So I thought, if I get to her as quickly as possible, then I'll be able to follow her route. But, you know, she gave me a good chase, but I was ready.
You certainly were. Let's hear for Rebel and CJ.
Daphne and Victor, Celia's mum and dad, leading the ovation.
Next up on the pendulum, it's Andrea. And she's going to be facing Lightning.
Well, let's have a flash of the fabulous figures. The blonde Lightning Bolt stands 170 and weighs 58 kilos. Andrea is evenly matched height-wise and packs in a 2-kilo weight advantage.
3, 2, 1.
In a heat, Andrea pulled 5 points from the pendulum and at Lightning's expense. Our stained glass window designer, a highly polished all-round contender. But whatever the event, Lightning always conducts herself with consummate skill. Peering over the horizon, trying to get a fix on Andrea. Andrea's seen the danger. Her mum and dad, John and Trish, have seen it too. Lightning thunders around the globe at a cracking pace. Even the Met Office would have trouble tracking her. Andrea still with more than 10 seconds between her and 5 points. Lightning very tight to her. Great stuff from both girls. Andrea always doing just enough to keep Lightning out of range. It's very close. Will she get her 5? Yes, Lightning snatches the standard, but Andrea picks up the points. 41 seconds. A real nail-biter. It's all too much for Dad. Andrea's agility and stamina, amazing. She keeps Lightning at arm's length for just long enough, then the Gladiator grabs the prize. So after 3 events, Celia stays on 12. Andrea finally gets off the mark.
So we now move into the men's event with Mark. And he's going to be facing Saracen.
Well, read these and weep. Saracen's stats an awesome measure of the man. 182 tall, 108 heavy, and a good bit on the chesty side at 122. Mark tapes up impressively. 3 centimetres taller, but 25 kilos lighter than Saracen.
3, 2, 1.
On his semi-final pendulum, Mark, our trainee stuntman and full-time plumber, was convincingly flushed out by the ace. Saracen will be trying to pull the plug on him once again. And Saracen seems to have spotted Mark very quickly and the chase is on. And despite the fact they're near the North Pole, the action's going to get very hot up there. The plumber not prepared to go for the early bath this time round. Mark stopping for a gander round the globe. And the Saracen's out of sight, but not out of mind. Could be coming round the other side to head him off. Either way, Mark's going to be good for 5, and as you can see, Saracen sneaking up on the blind side. Mark spotted him again. Good, intelligent tactics from Saracen. But Mark's tanking round. He's got plenty of speed on tap. This could be Mark's 2nd successive maximum score. Saracen's gaining, but time is waning. 10 points to Mark. And there's John Anderson's impression of a goose that just sat on a thorn bush. And a good result for Mark. Let's see it again. towards the end, even though Saracen was almost breathing down his neck, Mark had enough in reserve to stay out of trouble and net 10 points.
Next up on the pendulum, it's Freddie. And he's going to be facing the Wolfman.
Well, we've got Freddie figured like this: 172 tall, 79 heavy. And according to the Wolfie weights and measures, he has an all-round advantage of 11 centimetres and 16 kilos. Not to mention the bucketfuls of nastiness.
3, 2, 1.
Freddie could do with pulling some pendulum points against his old adversary. How about that, the net and the gross? Wolf fast and furious in the round and certainly on top of his work here. With some Freddie foresight, he can turn the night of the Wolf into the day of the jackass, but he seems to be marking time that he just doesn't have. Wolf looming large over him like a refugee from the X-Files. Freddie way on his own down there, but the Wolf's used to plumbing the depths. As we know, Freddie hanging on for all he's worth. Freddie completely out of control, a swinging target for Wolf, but he needs to make a move if he's going to keep a clean sheet. Wolf's coming down, the clock ticking up. Will he get him? Oh, Wolf snatches the standard, but Freddie steals 5, 6/10 of a second. Freddie believes that's over. Freddie got himself stuck in a no-go area. The Wolf has a pop, but that mistake gave Freddie the points.
Oh, Freddie. A little bit unlucky, to say the least. I mean, hard work there, hanging on near the bottom of the pendulum, swinging.
Oh yeah, it was hard work. Definitely hard work on the arms, but it was good and fast. I enjoyed it. You can never underestimate him. He always tends to bring the best out of me anyway. But it was good. It was fast today.
Well, I believe you put in a little bit of work, so I believe you deserve a few points. 5 points. Well done, Freddie. And for once, it's so nice to say you were lucky.
No, I can't take anything away from the guy. He's very, very fast. And it's a very difficult game. The G-force is big, and I was very lucky.
Anyway, let's hear it for Wolfman and Freddie. Well done.
With 2 to go, Mark's on 27 and Freddie's on 15.
So, moving on into our next event. And first up to hang tough is Celia. And she's going to be swinging against Lightning.
What a lovely sight that is. 7,000 people rocking and rolling. It's a reminder that Lightning measures up like this, 170 and 58, set against Celia's stats. We can see that the Army girl has a 5 kilos advantage. Well, Celia was earthed in spectacular style by Lightning in her heats, so she'll be looking for revenge. Lightning hits the centre in 2 swings, a measure of her handle on this event. Hangs a left to intercept Celia. Lightning quickly into position to mark her out of the scoring zone. Celia in the Mother Brown position, knees up, but Lightning round the back. Lightning with a textbook takedown technique, but Celia's not going to be shifted. Remarkable hanging tough from Celia, but not in the scoring zone. Celia praying for a Lightning slip that will leave her free to swing for the zone, but Lightning's like a limpet. Celia would rather grit her teeth than bite the dust. Lightning's shin down, but she's spinning round. Celia almost stuck to the rings. She's got her. Celia eats mat, and that's tough to swallow after all the effort. She may not have added any points, but she's grown 5 inches. Here she comes to chew the fat with Fash.
Celia, that was amazing, amazing strength. You held on for at least 15 to 20 seconds. Do you realise that?
I didn't realise it was quite as long as that, but I just tried to hang on.
You done well. Did you think you were going to make it?
Well, I tried to shake her off, and then I thought I'd try and move into the red, but she hung on.
Well done. Lightning, wow, she's a strong girl.
She certainly is. My inside thighs, my fingertips are aching so much from holding on and really trying to get it down. I really thought that she was going to hold on for the rest of the minute. Unlucky, but very well done. Well done.
Well done. Let's hear it for Celia and Lightning. Well done, girls.
That was a tough one.
And next up to hang tough is Andrea. And she's going to be swinging against a Falcon.
Falcon measures up to the challenge well, 170 and 67 according to my calculations, which puts our Cornish contender at 7 kilos disadvantage.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! 3, 2, 1.
And the Falcon takes flight like a kite. Very polite. Tonight, all right. Sorry, I've been watching too much Reeves and Mortimer. Falcon looking for revenge here. Last week, Andrea managed to hang tough in the scoring zone. Andrea was superb. So Miss Worry is a bit of a worry for Falcon. Falcon opens up the scissors, but Andrea swings away. Andrea in the scoring zone with just over half a minute left. And Falcon being outmaneuvered by Andrea. Everywhere the Falcon is, Andrea's not. Falcon facing the right way for an attack now, but this is superb swinging from Andrea, an amazing all-rounder. Mustn't overstretch, looking comfortable for the platform. Oh, she's missed a ring. She's in trouble now. One ring evades the Falcon, recovers a ring, but the swing's against her. Falcon in the takedown position with only seconds remaining. Can Andrea hang on top for 5? She's gonna do it. No! Falcon rips the points from her grip. Oh, that's right, 1 second to go. Andrea looking good for the 5, but Falcon manages to pull that left hand, and the rest of Andrea comes with it.
My goodness me, you got in the scoring zone, you did so well.
I was seconds away from 5 points then. But it's pretty hard to hang on with them wriggling around your waist like that.
Well, if you'd have kept going, you might have actually just made it across to the platform and got yourself your 10 points.
I thought I might sneak past her when I saw her behind me, but they can't move fast back at you.
Falcon, you moved away from her. Looked like you were giving her a bit of a chance there.
I wasn't giving her a chance. I just didn't find the right ring. So I thought, well, keep swinging, traverse. And when I saw her stuck on the outside ring, I thought, this is my chance. But I thought she was going to make it.
So did we all. Let's hear it for the girls. Falcon and Andrea.
After one of the most tactical hang-toughs in many a season, Andrea fails to add to her score, and so does Celia.
OK, you've seen the ladies, now let's see the men. And the first up is our stuntman, is Mark. And he's going to be swinging against the slippery snake, the Cobra.
Cobra, more like a viper. A windscreen viper. Cobra is like a coiled spring, ready to strike. The snake's stats enough to rattle any contender. 183, 93, and 122.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! 3, 2, 1.
So according to my calculations, Cobra may be 2 centimetres shorter than Mark, but he's 10 kilos heavier. Centre red ring already and in complete control. Look at this. Mark may be a plumber, but he looks like a plunger at the moment. Cobra locks up the legs, brings his weight to bear. Cobra working forcefully, but Mark doing manfully. Cobra shaking and rattling, rocking and rolling. Mark's out of the scoring zone and in severe trouble now. Oh, he's down! And so are his mum, Trish, and girlfriend, Nadine. Well, Mark was looking for a route, missed a ring, and from that moment, it was high drama. Mark tried to shake the snake, but once the Cobra catches you, he rarely lets go.
And the last of our male contenders, the hang tough, is Freddie. And he's going to be swinging against the Hunter.
Fred, go, says the sign, and he's certainly going to have to do that. The Hunter is a swinger with a mean streak. 190, 106, and 127 round the chesty bits.
Contender ready! Eliminator ready! 3, 2, 1.
And Hunter launches himself into the grid of iron. 18 centimetres taller than Freddie and 27 kilos heavier. Oh, lovely pair of shoulders, boy. Show him off. Last time out, Freddie scored 10 when Trojan goofed with his grip to leave Freddie with a free run. Fred's in the scoring zone but looks to be straight into Hunter. This won't last. Thought not. Freddie gracious in defeat. Good work by the Hunter.
Unlucky Freddie. You know his reputation. He was on you fast.
Yeah, it's those long legs. Yeah, he was on me pretty fast. But good game. I thought I might have had him by game, maybe it's like an angle, but he just had long arms, long legs, and he caught me. There you go.
Hunter, talk us through that one.
Well, what did you understand? I've got long arms and long legs. Yeah, I mean, it's a game of chess hang tough. I just watched to see where he was, looking for whereabouts he was, and, you know, I played the game, got there, and managed to get him down in the end.
You certainly did. Well done. Let's hear it for Hunter and Freddie. Well done, guys.
There's a sheet with writing on it, but the Gladiators sheet is perfectly clean. After 4 events, Mark stays on 27, Freddie on 15.
First up to run the gauntlet, it's CJ. And tonight, she's facing Rio, Rebel, Laser, Panther, and Falcon.
Contender ready! Gladiators ready! 3, 2, 1.
5 Gladiators and 20 seconds stand between Celia and 10 points. And Rio's ramrod the first barrier. Celia trying sheer strength, which is not the best tactic against the redoubtable Rio. And Celia taking a real battering from that ramrod. Next comes Rebel. This is one occasion when the gauntlet is throwing down the person. Celia can kiss goodbye to the 10. Now she needs to run the gauntlet in less than 30 seconds to score 5. And Rebel's pads preventing any progress. And Daphne's rather pleased to see the back of that one.
I think you spent the first 15 seconds at Rio's house.
I think I did. It's worse than queuing Marks and Spencer's, that.
I should think so. We like to present you with a challenge, unless you realise the whistle went before you even got near the finishing line.
Oh, yeah, I know. It was hard.
It certainly looked as if it was. You go off and catch your breath now. Let's hear it for Celia. Next up against the dream team, it's Andrea. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiators ready!
And Rio's ramrod looks worn out. And little wonder, it's had a lot of use tonight.
2, 1.
Andrea with a purpose in her step. Rio running her uphill and down Dale. But Andrea dispensing with Rio. Rebel next. And this is a bigger test. It's enough to send any contender up the wall. Oh, next comes the ramrod of Laser. Andrea cut through her into the cat's eye view. And finally Falcon into the fray. And Falcon knocks her back. But Andrea doggedly determined. She's there for what looks like 5. The acclaim is for Andrea.
Well, that was great to see because it looked to me as if you were going to spend a lot of time at Rio's house too.
Oh, yes, but this is my game. I love this game.
You love it?
Oh, yes.
Well, let's find out what your time was. Andy?
23 seconds, 5 points.
5 points, well done! Let's hear it for Andrea.
And the man in the Newcastle United shirt brings good news for Andrea. After 5 events, she cuts into the lead, 12-10.
So now we move into the men's event with Mark. And tonight, he's facing Rhino, Trojan, Cobra, Ace, and Wolf.
Like it.
Gladiators ready!
Psyching himself up here. Off the mark and into Rhino. Up and at it, nearly up and over. Rhino being forced back into Trojan's sector and getting in Trojan's way. Next comes Cobra. Oh, slams Mark to the deck. Mark spinning and staying low. Next comes the pads of Ace. Ace put him in his place. Next comes Wolfman. Oh, and gets sent to Perla and gets discarded again like a turnstile. It's a roughhouse down there tonight. Clearly, just as Trisha and Nadine like it. Wolf hails the hero. This plumber's no drip.
Well, Mark, you gave them a tough time in Powerball, and it was payback time.
Yeah, they give me a tough time as well, believe me.
They certainly did, and I mean, you got stuck with a couple of them there, and Wolf, you blasted once, but he came back for more.
Yeah, well, he's the boy, isn't he? But can't get out of the wall, so he can try and get me in this, but there you go.
Well, he tried very hard. Let's find out what your time was.
22 seconds, 5 points.
Well done, 5 points. Next up against the Mean Machine, it's Freddie. Over to John Anderson.
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Contender ready should be contender Freddie. First into the fray, it's Rhino. Trojan swings the pad, which hits John Anderson and makes him swallow his whistle. Oh no, he stopped it. Freddie's friend Amanda, G'ing him up.
Gladiator dropped one of the pads. Both pads must be used. We are restarting here with 23 seconds remaining. 3, 2.
Oh, it's the Linford Christie eyes. Straight into Trojan. Oh, and straight past him. Cobra next. Can't contain him. Ace rams home his advantage. The cards are on the table now. Ace putting together a better fist of it this time. Next comes Wolf. The 10 points is gone, but Freddie won't be denied. 5 points. That'll do nicely.
Freddie, it looked to me like you were taking the mick there a bit.
Just a little bit. It's about having fun, and if you can win, it makes it even sweeter. But the Gladiators were definitely tough, and they were definitely up for it. But, like, hopefully, I don't know, got any points, have I?
Let's find out. Andy, what was the time?
22 seconds, 5 points.
Oh, 5 points. Well done, Freddie.
As Freddie thanks his fans, let's see how the scores shape up. Mark has 32, Freddie 20.
So all that remains is the Eliminator itself as we stand on the threshold of our Southern Championships. Join us after the break here on Gladiators. Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham, where it's Eliminator time in our Southern final. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard. Andrea's on 10 points, Celia's on 12 points. That's a 2-point difference, giving Celia a 1-second head start. This promises to be a good one. Over to you, Fash.
Thank you, Ollie. 1 second head start. The last heat, which of course you won, that's why you're here, you had 6.5 seconds. How do you think you're going to do tonight?
I'm going to just get through this as quickly as possible, John.
Are you worried about any of the apparatus?
No.
Good. Andrea, what is actually going through your mind this precise second?
I'm hoping John Anderson can get his breath back quick enough to blow that whistle again in 1 second.
It's a tight one, isn't it? Well, girls, wish you both all the best. Over to John Anderson.
Celia, you will go on my first whistle. Andrea, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
This is it. They're off and running in this Southern Area final. Celia Duffield in pink, Andrea Worry in the yellow. Celia's semi-final eliminator time was 1:25. Andrea's was 1:27. So on paper, Celia is the faster of the two. Certainly faster out of the bungee mesh and onto the rope. Pulls herself onto the platform for the ladder that spans Death Valley. Andrea up and at it. There's our Reg, urging Celia on. Celia completes the ladder. Rollers and nets. And that's nothing to do with hairdressing. Andrea joins her on the nets. John gives it plenty. Trish can hardly watch. Both girls incredibly quick up the cargo net, and Andrea clawing back at that lead. Celia first to the gantry, though. No sooner is she up, but she's preparing to slide down again onto the zip with Andrea right behind her. This is going right to the wire. Splashdown, and now it's crunch time. Survival of the fittest for the Southern Area Championship and a place in the 1996 Grand Gladiators final. Both girls on the beams. Stride for stride, the championship beckons. It's up the Travelator, neck and neck. Andrea falls over, Celia falters, and Andrea steals it. What an incredible finish, a tragedy for Celia and a triumph for Andrea. It doesn't come. But here's the proof. Celia jumps from the beam first, leads all the way up the Travelator, but somehow Andrea gets a purchase on the platform, and it's enough to take the championship.
Andrea, congratulations! How on earth did you do that? What good timing!
I don't know. I said I'm not going to dive at the top, but I just had to.
Beautiful guys. We'll be seeing you again in the big one, the final. Go and thank all your supporters and your family. Off you go. Let's hear for Andrea!
Oh, CJ. That was great to watch, but very, very painful for you. I don't even want to guess how much you lost that by.
I don't think I'm going to watch that on the telly.
It'll be 2 tenths. I must say, though, you've had a terrific crowd with you here tonight. They've been great supporters of you, and you've come an awful long way to be here.
I'd like to thank my trainer, Pauline, from Firm Move for all the hard work she's done. I'd like to thank all my family and friends for coming so far. I know people have travelled down from Scotland. And my parents. I'd like to thank my boyfriend, whose idea it was that I came here in the first place, and I've had a really good time.
Fool! Fool! Well, listen, we enjoyed having you on the show. Best of luck for the future. Let's hear it for CJ!
And Celia accepts her bouquet. Andrea accepts the applause of her family. Runner-up. The Army should be proud of her. Little wonder they want her autograph. And in the grand £1,000 fastest eliminator competition, Andrea shatters the long-standing record held by Sarah Dam by just over a second. But we haven't finished with you yet, because the men are next. Mark's 12-point lead over Freddie gives him a 6-second head start.
Well, Mark, you've worked hard tonight, and I expect you're very happy with your 6-second head start.
Yeah, I've got 6 seconds, but it doesn't mean anything, so really, you can only flaff up, so...
Well, absolutely, and Freddie, you've stood here a couple of times already, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, it's been great. Whatever happens today, it is going to be a great show, and I'm just really I'm glad I've had the opportunity really to get this far. So whatever happens, what happens. But it's not over until the fat lady starts singing.
And I ain't singing yet. OK, the best of luck to the two of you. Over to John Anderson.
And the tension getting to Mark's girlfriend, Nadine. The Southern finalists, Mark versus Freddie.
Just starting up the competition. So I can give my boys and girl, Sarah, give them the tactics against these as well.
Well, the Northern team coach there doing a bit of spying.
Mark, you will go on my first whistle.
And who can blame her?
Freddie, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
A 6-second start, and Mark's consistently faster eliminator times must make him the favourite. Here's Freddie, fast and stylish. Mark emerges from the elastic, onto the rope. Freddie and his despairing girlfriend, Amanda. Mark spins the pedals, doesn't get far. Freddie on the rope. And Tricia showing how it should be done. The logs should prove no problem. The net could take its toll. Freddie pedaling well. Amanda's mum, Patricia, praying for a miracle. Mark strong on the nets. This eliminator, a stunt training course in itself. Up onto the gantry. Nadine shouting herself hoarse. Freddie on the nets. He's struggling. Mark on the zipper to the crash mat. Perfectly executed splashdown. Freddie up on the gantry. Mark on the beam. Look at this for speed and confidence. We're looking at the new Southern Area champion here. Freddie's down, but Mark's up. All that'll do. Yes, sir. Swings through for the championship. And the Mottram family go bananas! Mark can't believe it. Freddie thunders up the Travelator. What a game guy, a great runner-up. Acknowledges his fans. And they acknowledge him.
Well, Mark Mottram of Chingford, you've made it.
Can't believe it.
I mean, you made the Travelator look very easy, but I could see by the look on your face that it took every ounce of strength that you had in you.
It certainly did. My legs were a little bit weak, but I just can't believe it. It's just unreal.
Well, the good and bad news is you're going to have to come back and do it all over again in our grand final.
No problem.
And I'm sorry to impose this on you. I'm not quite sure what you're going to do with it, but I'm sure it's going to look very attractive somewhere. Let's hear it for Mark Mottram. Well done.
All the way, man, all the way. Well, see you tonight.
Freddie, unlucky. You went out with a bit of style, you got all the way around, but Mark, that was a fast time.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I've seen him in the other rounds, and he is fast. But I said to Mark earlier in the hotel, whatever, and I was going to push him to the limit. I was making him work for it. And he did, he really worked for it. So hat off to Mark.
Well done, Freddie. Go and thank all your supporters and all your family. Well done.
Freddie generous in defeat. And here's Mark with the flowers. Big hug for his brother Adam. Mark Mottram, Southern champion. And he'll be back for our grand North-South Gladiator final. And Freddie with the flowers. For Amanda's mum. Good move that, my son. Well, Mark is the current fastest Eliminator record holder, but that performance just shattered his personal best.
So it's Sarah and Andrea, Mark and Buster in our grand final. You better not miss it.
With a lot more excitement here on the Gladiators.
See you then.
I am ready!
For safety reasons, do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators.
It's all about strength, skill, speed and stamina, isn't it? We're stepping back in time and staying in the 1990s, where we return with more Gladiators next, new to challenge. Well, over on Pick, it's all creatures great and small in Big Cats, an amazing animal family.
Are you alive?
Fine. Love and kicking.